David Rogers did not think he had heard right. Julie, you want me to do what, again please? I want to be sure I know exactly what you are asking. Julie Newberry was David's oldest and closest friend. She knew him better than David had realized. She thought he heard me the first time. Fine, Rebecca Johnston is getting married, and I am her maid of honor, so I need to find women to be bridesmaids. Becky is tough to deal with on a good day. Okay, she is a first-class bitch, all the time. I told her I was having some trouble finding women to be bridesmaids for her. I asked about going to an agency to get some models to be bridesmaids. Becky was inflexible. No, not willing to take a chance that they could look better than her at her wedding. She told me to see her father. People will do most anything for money. My dad is loaded. David asked, how did that work out? Good, Mr. Johnston said. He wanted to make his daughter happy, and if having to spend some will help, then fine. 100K should be able to get 2 more women to be with you, as she did say there has to be 3 bridesmaids. So, you bought 2 women, he laughed. Modern-day slave trader. Ha, very funny, she explained. No, only got our friend from college, Amy, for the low price of 12K to pay off her student loans. Julie looked at David. She could tell people will do most anything if the price is right. You are still 1 short. So, I did hear you write me a bridesmaid. Why would you think I would do that? Julie replied, because you have been dressed as a woman before. David said, an extra in a college production and as a costume for Halloween. Different from being a bridesmaid. Julie pushed harder. It could be fun, you just going spend all your free time dressed up with nowhere to go. David thought I have been really careful, however she had to know, he thought it was still his secret. To be sure, why would you say that? Julie gave him her evidence. Trace amount of leftover eye makeup, the bit of sparkle that is so hard to get off. Sorry you missed some of it. Still want to play this game? David knew. Okay, you know my secret, but that is just what it is, a secret. I could never look good enough to pass as a woman. No, I can't do it. Julie could see an opening. She went for it. Freshman year high school, the drama club put on Romeo and Juliet. We were both trying out for Juliet. You were splendid as Juliet, and that kiss was so believable. You seemed to be all into the role. Give me your reasons why you don't want to do it. David would play along. All right, I need to see the dress. Julie got the dress and showed it to David. I can't do that dress. No fake boobs will look right. Real cleavage is required. He pulled the neck of the t-shirt, looking down. I was right, no cleavage. Also, a really bad case of 5 o'clock shadow. The amount of makeup to cover would bring attention to what it is trying to conceal. Besides, I am not that good at makeup. I can do sultry rather well, but not the look for a wedding. Then there is this, pointing to his Adam's apple. Julie agreed. Problematic, however, all can be resolved. A trip to the spa for the hair issues and professional makeup artist, the same one that Becky will be using. A tracheal shave will take care of the Adam's apple. Added bonus, you could pass as a woman any time after the wedding. The last problem is realistic cleavage, and breast augmentation will take care of that. See, all problems solved. David was still trying to comprehend how quickly Julie had demolished his arguments, one by one. I would accept I need to work, and showing up with breasts would be an issue. Most men don't have them. Julie knew he was close. Sometimes you cannot see the simplest answer. Who do you work for? I mean the company. David saw where she was going with her rebuttal. He owned his company. I am a freelance problem solver for companies that don't have IT departments. Julie had him. When they call, you say sorry to be booked up, but you have an associate and she can be right over. See, problem solved. David cannot be the name of the bridesmaid, so what is the name of you as your associate? David thought she is solving problems before I know that they are there. He replied, I surrender, you win. I am the bridesmaid you are looking for. However, I will need some money for bills that come due as I recover from the surgeries." She gave him a big hug. She says, "I still need the name. Debbie." Julie triumphantly, "I knew I could count on you. Debbie suits you. I have some calls to make. We'll let you know as soon as I do, how we'll do it, where and when. Bye. Talk to you later." David thought I had better get things ready to have Debbie Rogers, my cousin, father's side of the family. I will tell clients that she is an independent contractor, and I will pay her. That's good. There is no need for any of the paper trail with a regular employee. They can deposit the fee to the business account. Yes, that will work. She will need her own phone. I have a spare room, so no need for the added cost of her own place. After all, she is family. Okay, I always wished that I could pass as a woman when dressed as one. Julie was right, all dressed up and no place to go. Just had a great idea, and I would get what I have also wanted but could never find the time or money. He called Julie when she answered. He said, "I would also like to have laser removal of my facial hair, and it will be just an added cost." Julie did not hesitate to agree. "I agree, that would be helpful. I found the doctor and it is a go for both to be done in 2 weeks. Do not have plans to work." He said, "I'll text you who needs to be paid for the laser treatment. I have decided that my cousin Debbie Rogers will be moving into my spare room." He laughed. "It is already her room, has been for years." Julie wondered. Debbie is moving in. Where will David be? David will be here for the laser hair removal, then a big out-of-town job will come in, and that's why Debbie has moved in to help with any local jobs. Julie was amazed. "You have put some thought into this. You do realize that after David has the surgeries, that he has to stay gone. Debbie will be taking over at that point, and to help her be a woman in the real world clubbing with me, her bestie, I will not take no for an answer." Sure, that could be fun. Bye. Thinking about how much time will be left after the surgeries until the rehearsal and dinner. Wedding in 2 months, laser treatment before the surgeries, and they are in 2 weeks. A week to heal the neck, 4 weeks. Healed to go clubbing, then healed enough to cover any jobs that come in. Reality check. Did I make it too easy for Julie?